families and friends. This is your brother Kofi. Today is Wednesday, the 24th of July, 2024. I am standing right here in Prague 7 at the municipal district office, and we are going to have a conversation with one of the most visible and impactful Africans in Prague, in the Czech Republic. This is the seventh edition. This is the seventh edition in our series, What are the Africans and the AfroCzechs doing in the Czech Republic? And as you know, we are having conversation with Africans in various fields. I am happy to have the first Christian pastor who we are going to talk with today in the seventh edition. So families and friends, it's going to be exciting. Get ready, follow me, come with me, and stay with me. Let's get in. Thank you very much. Families and friends, as I said earlier, we are now in the building of the municipal district in Prague 7 in our seventh edition of What are the Africans and AfroCzechs doing in the Czech Republic. We are pleased to be talking to today an African pastor, Christian pastor in the Czech Republic. So he's here right with me, and before we start the question, of course, I would like to ask his name. I know his name, but the public doesn't know his name. So brother, nice to meet you.
Yeah,
nice to meet you. Yes. So we are going to have a conversation with you today.
Sure.
You looking forward to it?
Sure.
For sure. So please, would you first say your name? What is your name?
My name is, I'm Pastor Yomi Akinyemi.
Yomi Akinyemi. Okay, so now let's go. Pastor Yomi Akinyemi. Yomi Akinyemi, my brother. Mm-hmm. So you come from Nigeria, right?
Sure.
Where were you born and grew up? Were you born and grew up in Nigeria?
Yeah, I was born in Nigeria, and I grew up in Nigeria, and Ibadan. Mm-hmm. I'm from Ibadan, and I grew up high school there.
Okay. At what point in your life did you leave Nigeria, and the reason behind it?
Yeah, I left Nigeria in 1979, and I left Nigeria to come to Czech Republic to further my studies. And before that time, I was working as an accounts clerk in the bank in Nigeria. So I came here to further my studies.
Also, you were working as a young man as an accounts clerk
yes.
in Nigeria.
In Nigeria, yeah.
And that was in the year 1970.
79 till 79, yes.
So you arrived in Czech Republic in 1979.
79, yes.
Beautiful. So that falls nicely into my next question. You came to Czech Republic. Did you know anything about the Czech Republic before you arrived here?
Quite frankly, I did not know. At that time, it wasn't Czech Republic, it was Czechoslovakia.
Exactly. And
I never knew anything about Czechoslovakia. I was just applying. It was like a young man. I was ambitious, and I wanted to further my studies, and I was exploiting various ways. And all of a sudden, an opening came to Czech Republic. And I quickly grabbed the opportunity.
So it was kind of a scholarship or something?
Scholarship, yes.
Okay. So how did you apply? How did this opening come? I mean, you saw it in a newspaper, or somebody gave you a hint?
Yeah, somebody gave me a hint, and I applied, and I was selected.
Beautiful.
I came.
Okay. So what were some of your first impressions you can recount and share with us when you came to the Czech Republic?
Yeah, first impression, that was the first time I was traveling out of Nigeria. And when I came here, the first impression was that I found people that time accommodating, the people accommodating, loving, and they're nice people. My expectation was that when you go to a land that you don't know before, there is tendency for you to be, to feel somehow, but I was warmly welcomed, and at that time we went directly to the language school. So, which is it is Zaraka. It's called Zaraka, near Česká Lípa.
Near Česká Lípa.
Yeah, it's
other part of Czech Republic.
Yeah, and it's a small village. So the impression was quite good.
Okay, so you were received by students official, by the school official, right at the airport.
Yes.
Okay, so you
by the ministry, the officials of Ministry of Education.
Yes, yes. I think that during the Czechoslovakia time, the relationship with Czechoslovakia and Afrikan was really strong.
Yeah, quite good. Yes.
Was really strong and organized.
Yes.
And there were a lot of African students here.
No, well, not quite. Not quite a lot, but because I remember Nigeria, all the Africans, I don't think in Czechoslovakian period, I'm not sure if we are up to 200. And we know ourselves. I'm not sure, the figure I'm not quite sure now.
There were a lot of Ethiopian students here.
Exactly. Ethiopian students are, I think we are,
a lot.
But Nigerian students we are few.
Yes, in Nigeria may not be many, but from other countries.
From other countries, quite,
quite
sure.
Okay. So your first impression about the weather, for example, the food.
Yeah. The weather, of course, the weather it was strange and it was very cold. But as time goes on, I managed to adapt myself to it. And the food, I remember the first time I took the brown bread, I remembered I vomited because I wasn't used to it. But now it's one of my best
brown bread
food now. Yeah.
So do you remember at what time in the season you came? Like whether it was winter, summer?
I think it was. I think I came in September.
Oh, okay.
I think I came in September, and it was quite cold.
Already.
It was quite, it was quite
so
cold.
September is autumn, right? September is already autumn.
But it was cold.
Yes, that is the beginning of the weather changing into cold, to become cold. So how did your life start in the Czech Republic and where?
Yeah, my life started, like I said earlier, in the language school. The language school is in Zakradka, near Česká Lípa, and we were there with other foreign students, students from Venezuela, from Honduras, Laos, from Tunisia, Ghana, and from all students from all over the world. We gathered there, and we were there learning, and it was quite interesting. It was quite good.
Okay. And then from there you went to the university?
From there, we spent, almost a year there, learning the language, and then I went to the University of Economics.
Okay. And did you study economics?
Yes.
You study economics.
Yes.
Okay. So since you are from Nigeria, let me ask you, what is the estimated size of the Nigerian community here, and do you play any active role in the Nigerian community in Prague, in Czech Republic?
The size of I may not be able to say precisely the size of the Nigerian community here, but I've come across a number. I know a number of Nigerians that are here. We relate quite well, and like my nature, anytime anybody needs help, I'm always there to help. I offer myself to help in any way that I can. So I relate quite well with the Nigerian community. I may not be able to, know the exact size of the Nigerian community, but
do you play any active role, or are you known in the Nigerian community?
Yeah, sure.
Are you known in
I'm known.
You have good relations with the community,
of course.
Individually and as a community.
Exactly.
Okay, so the next question I'm going to ask you, I've already asked you, but I'm adding something more to it. So I want to ask you, what did you study? What is your profession? And importantly, what are you doing now?
Yeah, my profession, I'm a pastor. I pastor Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries under the leadership of our General Overseer, Dr. D.K. Olukoya. And what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So what did you study?
Okay, I study economics, as I've earlier said,
and
I
from
specialized.
And from what you studied, what is your profession?
Yeah, I actually did not practice what I studied. Yeah, but when I finished, I went back to Nigeria, and I couldn't find a job on time. So eventually, when I got a job, I got a job as an administrative officer, not exactly what I studied. So and now I'm a pastor.
Yes. So.
And also I run an NGO.
Okay.
Which is AAA Global Care Foundation.
Okay.
So, and that's what I do now.
So now you are a pastor.
I'm a pastor.
You
yes.
lead a church.
I lead a church.
And
yes.
you mentioned a name of the overall leader of the church.
Yes.
What is his name?
Dr. D.K. Olukoya.
And once again, your own name is?
My name is Pastor Yomi Akinyemi.
Yomi Akinyemi. Of which church?
Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries, okay. Czech Republic.
How did you become a pastor, and when did you start your missionary work?
Well, at some point in Nigeria, I was a leader of house fellowship. I never knew I was going to be a pastor. I wasn't a pastor. I was a leader of house fellowship, and because of the nature of my job then, moving from one place to the other, so I had to travel in 2007. And so when we got here, our now Assistant General Overseer, Pastor Abiodun Ladejola, directed me to start a church in Czech Republic. And that was how we started in 2009.
Okay. So when you finish your studies, for clarity's sake, when you finish your study, you went back to Nigeria?
I went back to Nigeria.
Got a job?
I got a job. It was difficult got job.
You were working?
I was working. I was working.
That's it? And then you were into Christian fellowship while you were in Nigeria?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At a point, when I was studying here, I wasn't a practicing Christian. I was a nominal, not even a nominal. I wouldn't call myself a Christian when I was a student. But when I got back to Nigeria, at a point, I gave my life to Christ. And that was quite a long time ago. It was 1990. And that was what changed my life completely.
And at what point did you come back to Czech Republic?
I came back to Czech Republic in 2007.
In 2007. And it is from there then that you started?
No. We started the church in 2009.
Okay.
In 2007 I came, and in 2009 we started the church.
What group of people come to your church, and what is the size of your congregation?
Well, the church is multicultural. When there are people, the Czech people come to our church, people from other African countries. It's multicultural, and and we are still going. I wouldn't want to. Because in this part of the world, people don't come to church as like in African countries, especially in Nigeria. Some people will come today, some people will come this Sunday, some people do not come the other Sunday. But when we put them, if they come at once, then we have a sizable number of people coming to our church. And they are multicultural. Okay.
So you want to say that in Africa, people come regularly to church?
Yes.
They come regularly to church.
And
here it is like some weekends, people don't have time. The schedules of people's life is different.
Quite different, yes. Quite different.
So, but at a time when you have a full house of your church, then you have
Then we have we have sizable number of people
who from a multicultural background.
We have different Africans, Latin Americans, and Europeans.
Okay. Do we have other African pastors and churches in the Czech Republic apart from you? If so, what is your relation with them?
Yeah, we have we have other African pastors, and I've met few. We are in good relation. Although the schedule of each person differs, and we have not been able to meet as often as we should, but the relationship is cordial.
Okay. So how would you describe the Christian missionary work in the Czech Republic, known for its non-Christian majority population, and what are some of the changes you have observed or impacted since you started your church?
Yeah, it has been challenging. The missionary work in this part of the world. I remember there was a friend of mine who got to know that I pastor a church in Czech Republic, and we were studying here together during the communist, and he couldn't understand. He found it unbelievable to discover that a mountain of fire and miracle ministry in Czech Republic. He said it's not possible. So it's quite challenging, and knowing fully well that there are many unbelievers. But since we came, we do or preach to people, and there have been, some changes. I can assure you, it's because people don't know, people are skeptical. But when you move close to them, when you explain what it is to them, then they are ready to hear you. And we have recorded a number of testimonies.
So you are giving us the information that your church has made some positive impact by winning souls
exactly.
in Czech Republic.
Exactly.
To Christ.
To Christ, yes.
Through your church.
Yeah, exactly.
So that is a positive impact.
Exactly.
And it makes the missionary work in Czech Republic inspiring, interesting.
It's interesting, and we are still improving, and people are getting to know exactly what it means to be a Christian. Some people misunderstand, the Christian, what Christian stands for. But when you sit down with them, when you discuss with them, when you explain to them, then they have listening ears, and they accept what you are preaching to them.
Do you have a family? Maybe something about yourself. Do you have a family? If so, can you tell us a bit about your family?
Yeah, I have a family. I am married with one wife, and I have 5 children, and 4 of them are here. One is in Nigeria. She just left. She came on holiday. She just left 3 days ago. And yeah.
I think you have given us also one famous son in Czech Republic, right?
Oh yeah. My son is Yomi AD. He's my son, and he's doing good.
So Pastor Akinyemi,
yes,
has given us one famous son in Czech Republic who is a choreographer, a dancer, and so on. Yomi is the name, right? Yes, a very popular. Everybody knows him, Yomi. So that is Pastor Akinyemi is the father of Yomi, right? Yomi. Okay. So, do you have something you would like to share with us about you, your family, or the church that we have not mentioned in our conversation so far?
Yeah, about me, I've been grouped as a senior citizen, and therefore I have decided to help humanity for the rest of my life. I have passion for helping people, less privileged, underserved, marginalized. For now, we go 2-3 times a week. We give food to homeless, to people who are sick. And that is exactly what I want to devote my life to till I die. And as a church, the church is a solution place where people come to seek help, and
spiritual help, and material
help also. And I think in that line, I think we are getting on well in that line too. So that's That's all.
Okay, so I think maybe one thing that I would like to say again is that I want people to know is about your non-governmental organization, which is actually a foundation, right?
A foundation, yes.
A foundation. Yeah. What is the name of your foundation?
It's AAA Global Care Foundation.
And it's actually the reason why we are sitting here, okay? Because your foundation collaborates with the Prague City Council, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
And what do you do?
AAA Global Care Foundation is a Prague-based NGO, and we help. We help people who are in need, the homeless, the people who are sick, the senior citizens. We go to, if you are sick and you can't go out and you need food, you need anything, and we go to your house, we deliver to the house, and we search for the homeless, we distribute. I mean, if you visit our website, you'll find all the pictures of what we do there. And then we, not only in Czech Republic, we extend it to other African countries, but we just started in Nigeria, and we are going to other African countries.
So, for example, I know that you do food distribution in Czech Republic every year to the needy and homeless, right?
Yeah, every week.
Every week, yes.
Yeah, to the needy and homeless. We visit from time to time children's home in Prague. We give them food, and as many that needs our help, we extend our help to them.
And from your non-governmental organizational work, that is why you collaborate with Prague 7 City Council, right?
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes. And that's why we are here.
And that's why we're here, yes.
Okay. So thank you very much for talking about your organization as well. You are not only a pastor, the spiritual side only, but you are also a founder of the non-governmental...
I run AAA.
Which helps also in the material sense, what people need, the poor and the needy and the homeless.
The shelter, food, sanitary materials, any help.
You started this in Czech Republic, right? You do this mainly in Czech Republic.
Yeah, I told you we have extended it to Nigeria.
You started in Czech Republic.
No, actually it started before I came.
Okay.
Not as an NGO. But that I had passion to help people. I've always been helping people right from Nigeria, and when I came here, I continued.
Okay. So your foundation is a Prague, Czech Republic registered non-governmental.
Exactly.
That's all I want to make clear. Okay, what things do you like about the Czech Republic that you would like to let the public know? Czech Republic.
Sometimes I don't see myself as a foreigner. Unless somebody tells me that either you are a foreigner or you are black, I see myself as part of them. Czech people are the most accommodating, loving people I've ever met. Not because, it differs. Some other people may have different opinion. That is my personal opinion. They are so accommodating, they are so loving, they are so nice to me, and I love them. Of course, every country, they have good and bad people. Even in Nigeria, even in Ghana, all over the world, we have good and bad people. But what I have decided, when I was coming here, I knew I was going to stay here. And I was going to live my life here. So what I did when I was leaving Nigeria, I decided to reprogram my mind that I refuse to listen to hear any bad thing. So when you call me names, I don't hear. Because if somebody calls me something and I reacted here, I won't be focused. So I don't hear. I hear only good things. So Czech people are nice people, and I love their language also. Czech language. I remember those days in the 79 when we started the language. I was one of the best students in the language, and I like their food also. The food that
you vomited,
that I vomited, has turned to be my best here now.
Yes,
now. Yeah.
Beautiful. What about talking about Czech Republic? It looks like we agree on many things because I also think that Czech Republic, the people are very open. First, sometimes it looks like they are a bit close, but when you go closer to them, they open up like a flower.
Especially when you speak the language.
Yes.
You have to speak the language.
In your case.
Yeah, in my case. No, but every foreigner must try. If you are living in a country, you must try to learn their language. It opens up doors, many doors.
Yes.
But when you sometimes when you approach a place and you don't speak, they feel frustrated. But as soon as you speak Dobry den or something like that, you just see the countenance just open. It opens so many doors. So I want to advise as many that are living here, that have decided to live in Czech Republic, to try to learn the language.
That is one thing I will tell you. The Dobry den, it is in Africa, it is our habit to greet. Greeting is very important.
Yeah.
And I have made it my habit, even though I don't speak the language like you do, because you came here as a student.
Yes.
I didn't. So, but I do on the street, even people I don't know. I just want to give a testimony to that I always say Dobry den to many people, and I see how it opens them up.
Exactly.
So at least one knowing how to say good morning in the language or good afternoon, good day, it's very important. And with that, you can start a communication easily with them.
Sure.
Yeah, and what about the transport system? One of my favorites.
Oh yeah, perfect. It was perfect. I remember when I first came here, and because it has never happened in my life, that was the first time I was seeing, they would say the bus will come at a particular time, and you see the bus coming at that particular time. You get to a particular place at a particular time, and you get that place. It looks so, that time it looks so fascinating, because I've never had that I've never experienced it.
It is also a peaceful country, right?
Very peaceful. That's why you see people all over the world. I mean, you see many Americans, British, they are in Prague. They migrated to Prague because it's very peaceful and cheap.
Prague is a beautiful city and peaceful, and the countryside as well.
And countryside is beautiful.
And peaceful. Okay, so that is about Czech Republic. We love it the same, or maybe more than me or more than you. But important is that we want to say it's a good country for foreigners, for Africans as well.
Yeah, sure.
What is the name of your church, and where can the public find it? Is there any other information about your church you would like to share with us?
Yeah, the name of our church is Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries, under the leadership of Dr. D.K. Olukoya. And we have Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries all over the world. We have it in America, in Asia, all over the world. And in Czech Republic, you can find it in Kamenická 5 in Prague 7. Kamenická 5.
The same district as we are sitting.
The same district as we are sitting, Kamenická 5. So, and what I just want to say is that everybody have a place that we are going. I see people living life. Some people believe that, let me live my life here and nothing happens. There is somewhere that we are going after we die. Not many people believe it, but that is the truth. And God is going to ask each and every one of us how we have spent our life here. We cannot live our life just anyhow. And I also want to say that it's my belief, and I believe it, and I want to, and that is what I preach, that Jesus is the way. Jesus is the way, is the truth, and is life.
Okay.
So, and also, in John chapter 3 verse 16 said, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever believes in him will have eternal life." So it is necessary for what I tell people. This is not pressure, this is not pushing, this is not manipulation. Just go in your room. If you want to know whether Jesus exists or not, whether it is, some people say it's a foreign religion, just go into your room and ask, I want to know if this Jesus, if it's true, if you exist. I want to know. And in all cases that have one way or the other, It appears one way or the other. Something happens that they know that, yes, this Jesus, I want to give it a try. And that is why we have some few testimonies, people who testify to that Jesus. It's not about manipulation. We don't force you, but just as your own, be open. I want to know who this Jesus is. Just talk and you see what happens after.
Okay. So basically you are saying that this life is a journey.
It's a journey.
There is somewhere we are going.
Yes.
And through, for your belief, you can reach this destination through Christianity and through Christ.
Through Jesus, yes.
Through Christianity, through Christ.
Yes.
Therefore, you are inviting people to come to become a Christian, go to church, and come to your church too. They can go to other churches, they can come to your church.
The most important is their life, the soul.
They must give their life to Christ.
To Christ, yes, sure.
This is what you are advising people.
Yes.
Are you going to, we are coming to the end of the conversation, and are you going to conclude in the same way, or you have something more to add?
Yeah, I think that's the key. That is my life. If I have not been, when people tell me, oh, there are many ways of getting to God and this and that, this is what I have tried. I was in the world. When I was a student, I was smoking. I was drinking. I was doing all kind of things. But when I got back to Nigeria, when I met Christ, that was a turning point. My life never remained the same again. And that is the testimony I'm giving to people. That if my life, some people see me, when they hear that I'm a pastor, they shout that it's not possible. Because they knew the kind of life I was living when I was a student. Even in Nigeria, before I became Christian, I knew the kind of life that I was living. And this is a new Yomi. The old Yomi is dead. This is the new one. And that is the kind of life I want to live. And that's why I am bold enough to tell people to come and taste what I've tasted, what changed my life.
Okay. Families and friends, we are almost at the end of our interesting conversation with our first pastor in our series, Pastor Yomi, Pastor Yomi Akinyemi.
Yes.
My brother, pastor from Nigeria, Yomi Akinyemi,
yes.
of the church
Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries.
Mountain of Fire and Miracle Ministries here in Prague.
In Czech Republic.
In Czech Republic. Yeah. You are also a founder of the NGO.
Yes, I run an NGO, AAA Global Care Foundation.
So that is almost at the end of our interesting conversation with you. It's interesting for us because you are the first pastor in the series. This is the 7th edition and the first pastor we have talked to. I know that there are other pastors, but you are the first pastor. So for our Christian brothers and sisters, this should be an interesting conversation for them to hear. But also for the public, as you invite them to give their life to Christ and everything, it's also a good message. Anything more?
Yeah, no. That is the key.
Okay.
That's the key.
That is the end of our conversation in the 7th edition. Pastor, Brother Yomi Akinyemi.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
For talking to us.
Thank you.
On Ubuntu is Parada.
Yeah.
So when I say Ubuntu, you say Parada.
Yeah.
Ubuntu.
Parada.
Ubuntu.
Parada.
Ubuntu.
Parada.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. God bless you.
Authenticado, authenticado. I serve a living God, oh, even the devil knows, say not true. Oh, I serve a living God, oh, everybody knows, say now you there. came and you died. You rose again. Papa collect the glory and the honor. I throw a salute. Nobody fit Prague up with you. Take the glory and the honor. I throw a salute. Now you the reign. Oh, let's sing God, you the reign. From the east to the west, I have set to the vine and found nobody like you, Lord. Now you the reign. Jesus, now you the reign. Jesus, now you the reign. See us set all over in and found nobody like nobody like nobody like you, Lord. Alpha and Omega, your glory, no one to share 'em. Jehovah, anything you talk, you the do. You get the power to save, heal and deliver. Hosanna, the angels they sing hallelujah. You know they lie, you know they fail, you know they carry my matter they play. See yesterday, you call me your own. When it reach my turn, Lord, you know they delay. From generation to generation, from Liberia to Jamaica, you know they carry last. You know they carry last. You ote, 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 authentic God, ote, 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 authentic God, ote, 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 authentic God, ote, ote,